So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to join this meeting. I think a couple things I want to call out is that we do have this pre-meeting experience. I can go and see how I look in terms of the camera. If I wanted, I'd say, ooh, I got sensitive stuff right behind me. I can blur that out so that if there's any distractions behind me, you wouldn't see that. I can also go through and configure my devices before joining to make sure that I know I'm going to have a good experience. I could also change different webcams if I need it. For if I had a webcam on my desktop versus my Surface Cam. I always use a webcam on my desktop because I don't want the Surface kind of looking up at me while I'm on video. So I'm going to go ahead and join this meeting. Actually, before I do that, I want to call out that if you have multiple people in the conference room and you're all joining the meeting because you wanted to see content or you wanted to share, you also have the ability to join with audio off, which means that you're able to join to that conversation in which if there's someone already in the room projecting audio or a room system, then you don't join and cause that kind of echoing. So I'm going to go ahead and join this meeting. And we can see that a couple of you already saw that meeting was going on and you joined from the team, which is fantastic. We see the experience that is happening here, but what I'm going to do is, let's say we're having this conversation, and I know that not everyone can join, and someone may want to watch it afterwards, or it may be something that I want to have a document of the conversation that we had. So I'm going to go ahead and click Start Recording here. All of you should have gotten a message in your client that says, hey, this is being recorded. You don't want to be recorded, you can leave now. Here's our privacy policy. You can also see that we have this experience in which I can see who's in the meeting. It brings forward those that are active speakers or videos. I can actually go through and let's say, oh man, I forgot to invite Josh. I could actually click on this and call out to Josh. Or if I wanted, I could invite someone to that. Now let's say we were having this meeting, I'm presenting, and Quint is walking around and he's being very disruptive. Will you make some noise, please?
Okay.
So what we'll see is I can tell right here that he is the one who's bringing audio into the meeting. I would also be able to see this if he just had his profile picture, it would kind of get bright blue. I could see he was the one who's talking. Now let's say he was in his car and I could hear his blinker going off, right? I don't want to say, Quint, will you unmute? I could actually just go here, click on options, and mute him, right? So I can actually go through and control the environment. If I know someone's being disruptive, I can do that. He'll get an alert. If he wants to talk again, he can certainly still unmute himself. The other thing that we have in here is that we have the ability of sharing. We can share desktops. We can share windows. We'll actually go and look at PowerPoints that I've used recently if I wanted to just bring that in. I don't have to go and look that up. I can go through and I can navigate, do whatever presentation I wanted. It will actually tell me, right now we don't support file sharing in the recording, so I know what's being recorded and what's not. There are also other things that I can bring in, like a third-party application if I wanted to do a whiteboard. So we do have these different ways in which you can have the conversation. And then we also have messages that we can have in the conversation here. So if I wanted to send a link, we have that, and now this conversation is attached to the fact that we met within the team and where the recording will be posted. So I can always come back and look at that.